wanted to record this short video this morning as a guide and advice for small business owners based on actually a couple of conversations I've had this week with prospective new clients for Cloud 360 Accounting. And one guy in particular I was talking to, he spoke to us about 3 years ago. We were unable to take him on as a client at that point in time because I had ill health and I was due to have an operation. And I think he just wanted to get himself going fairly quickly, so he joined another firm. Since then, he moved from that firm to a second firm of accountants, and that was done on the basis that he's a software developer and he wanted to access R&D tax credit claims, and the firm he was with weren't skilled up to do that or provide it. So he moved to another firm. Since moving to that firm, he has had an R&D tax credit claim prepared, albeit he's continuing to get demands from HMRC for tax that he was told was now reduced to nil. It sounds to me like the amended company tax return actually hasn't been filed with HMRC. Unfortunately as well, when he came to us, we would carry out a company's house search for new clients coming on to see where they're at and see exactly the sort of upcoming deadlines for their filings and so on. And when this guy came to us, unfortunately, at the start of April to arrange a Zoom meeting, and he could only talk to us kind of this month, his deadline for filing his accounts was the 31st of March, and Companies House was showing the accounts are overdue. And it's really unfortunate because there was the option with Companies House to apply for a 3-month extension to your filing deadline. So if anybody out there in terms of small companies and directors knows that they have a deadline coming, say for the end of May, and you are going to struggle, or your accountant is struggling to get the accounts filed by that point in time, do make use of the 3-month filing extension, and provided it is COVID-19 reasons for requesting the extension, then the Companies House will grant that for you. Unfortunately, this guy, the accountant, hasn't applied for the extension by the due date at the end of March. The accounts haven't been filed. He thought it was been taken care of, and I had the sad news yesterday to tell him that he's now got a £375 fine coming from Companies House whenever the accounts are due. And I think he knew in his heart that that was going to be the case. He wasn't overly surprised. He doesn't get any contact and communication from the accountant. He hasn't heard from his accountant since the coronavirus pandemic kicked in. So the main tip I want to give people today is that if you are not hearing directly from your accountant without you having to contact your accountant first, or most of the time, if not all of the time, then you need to just think about the type of accountant and accounting firm you want to work with. If it's always the case that things appear to be getting done before a deadline, then you're probably dealing with a firm who are very deadline orientated and not working really in your best interest, which is getting your accounts done very quickly after your year end. In fact, if you come to yourselves and we put you onto zero, and either we maintain your books or we show you how to do it and agree to check in with you regularly, then you will never have that problem again. You will never miss a filing deadline. You will never have unnecessary penalties coming through. But the main message I want to get through to people now is that if you know and feel that the relationship between you and your accountant isn't as good as you would like it to be, you can rethink that. You can look elsewhere, but you also need to take control and responsibility of the filing deadlines. Directors of limited companies are totally responsible for the statutory obligations of a company. That means everything that has to be filed with Companies House, with HMRC and so on, it's the responsibility of the directors, and it is the directors and the company who will be penalised for late filings, not your accountant. That will be a separate matter to take up with your accountant if you felt that was necessary. But the best thing is to take control and know your deadlines as a director of a limited company, and make sure that you are chasing down hard to get the things that you need well ahead of your deadlines. And if it's really not happening, I think you need to reconsider your current approach to your bookkeeping and so on. And listen, just come to the likes of ourselves, get yourself onto zero, keep your books up to date every week. And if you work with a proactive firm who'll get your stuff done very quickly after your year end, you'll never have that problem again. And you really can put a price on peace of mind.